Hey fam, it's your girl Sherry, and you're watching Obsidian Texts and Tangents. And this video is about what is my October TBR. What am I reading in October? My reading this month is centered around two readathons. That's the Nekkid Readathon that is hosted and created by the Black Prose Book Club and the the Black SFFathon in honor of Black Speculative Fiction Month, which is created and hosted by Chloe over at Thistle in Verse and her co-hosts, whose names I didn't all write down, so I don't know them all. Anyways, so for the Nekkid Readathon, I'm going to be reading Is It a Crime by Roy Glenn. I'm going to read the synopsis of it, which is, in this different type of love story, New York City gangster Mike Black has it all. Power, money, the very best of everything. That's how he's living. Although he has everything he ever wanted, none of it seems to matter. Black becomes enchanted with Cassandra Sims, a beautiful woman who is involved in the drug business. She has a dual degree in management and marketing, and she treats the drug game like a Fortune 500 company. In her view, drugs are nothing more than a product to be marketed and distributed. She's on top of the world until an attempt is made on her life. Black rescues her and becomes her protector. As they hunt for her would-be assassins, their relationship develops and they fall in love in this intriguing journey through Washington, D.C., Miami Beach, and the Bahamas. The pursuit leads them back to New York, where all the pieces come together. This book, I've read it, I think 3 times already, and so this will be my 4th read. I'm probably going to be releasing my book mail video around about the same time that this video gets laid out, so you'll know that I already had a copy of this book. I don't know where it went, but it disappeared, and now I don't have it. So I recently repurchased this book, and it was very hard to find on the internet from any place other than Amazon. So Amazon got my money. I like to not let them get my money except for the monthly subscription to Audible that I have. So that is going to be part of the Nekkid Readathon, and it is going to cover Versace on the Floor, which is your favorite trope. And one of my favorite tropes is like when some hard ass falls in love. Some hard ass is just like, I'm never gonna fall in love. I am about that life. And then they do, and they get all caught up. Love to see it. Next is Body Party, which is street lit. Obviously, say no more. This is street lit. Although when I was in like high school, when I would have been reading this book for the first time, they definitely called it like urban blah 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 blah. So if the new term for it is street lit, I'm here for it. Considering urban is just what they use for Black. Although, anyway, I digress. This is gonna be a short video. I can't get into too many rambles. Next, it will qualify for the red light special, which is you have to reread one of your favorite books. So this is it. This is one of my favorite romance books. I don't read all that much romance, at least not now. When I was in high school, I used to read a lot of it. I used to read a lot of street lit or urban lit or whatever you want to call it. And the majority of them are romance. I count most books, most stories that are told always have a, or not always, but most of them have a romantic plot or romantic subplot if it's not the main plot. And so I include most things as romance because I'm like, yo, y'all already focusing too much on it because you're not even. Anyways, I digress. I can't be having these too many things. I'm trying not to edit this video like that. Anyways, for the SFFathon, I'm going to be reading The Broken Kingdoms, which I'm going to cover here probably. And that is going to, there's several prompts for the SFFathon. Also, there's more prompts for the Nekkathon too, but I might throw that bingo board up there. Otherwise, you should go watch their announcement video. and which I'll have below in the description box. That's what it's called. So for the SFFathon, the prompts that I think the Broken Kingdoms will cover, which I have not read this book before, so we'll see what it actually ends up playing out to be. But gods as characters. I have read the 100,000 Kingdoms, which is book 1 to this trilogy. This is book 2. So I know for a fact gods are characters. Not set on Earth, because when Chloe was describing what that prompt meant, I think it includes the world in which this is set on. It's not Earth as we know it at all. I don't even think they call it Earth. So going with that. And then Chloe said that disability rep is in here, so covering that one. Also, I think it's for sure gonna cover love. It has to. It has to. It just has to. Bet money, okay? If I'm wrong, I'll tell you I'm wrong later. But we doubt it. And then the last one, in 100,000 Kingdoms, I would say that one of the main relationships would have counted as, well, one of the main characters would have counted as a LGBT main character, because they really did not have a gender. I think that kind of is a thing, right? When you're dealing with God characters sometimes, right? So I think that is a possibility that we'll see something like that in this book too. So potentially that is also a prompt that will be covered. I am also considering going through the list that Chloe created of short stories that are free to read or listen to online, and read an additional one. So I'm considering, I'm very interested in doing that. And if time allows and I don't run out of time in the month, I will do that. And I'm very excited. But if I don't do that this month, I'm definitely going to utilize that list in other months, because some of those stories that she talked about during her video or recommendations for this readathon were very interesting to me. And y'all should watch that video too. Probably gonna link it in the description box below. Yeah, that's it. I might finish my arc of After the Rain by OKURRR that comes out, I think, in January of 2021. It's a graphic novel. It's the arc is very hard to read. It's a digital arc that I have, and the text bubbles are very pixelated. So if I finish that though this month, I have to take pauses because it'll give me a headache. If I finish it this month, it'll count for the horror prompt on the SFFathon too. So then I'll get that one crossed out. I don't intend to cross out everything when I do a readathon. I just try to get the most bang for my buck, beat. So I might get a lot of these prompts though for the SFFathon, and I'm very excited about that. Anyways, that's basically the books that I'm for sure reading in October. You know, I always have a couple of other ones, you know, floating around because I have other ones checked out from the Libby. So if I get to those, I will tell you about them in the wrap up, okay? And I'll be like, I'm overachiever. Until then, that's all you get. All right, y'all. I hope you have a good day. I hope you enjoyed this. Anyways, bye.